Lord Mayor, Lords, Ministers, High Commissioner, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I and the rest of the EasyJet team are delighted to be with you tonight, and I would like to thank the Chamber very much for inviting me. The first thing to say about my former profession, I was never a journalist, is the first thing I'd say. And the second thing to say is that they're not always accurate. That will ring lots of bells with the business community. This is not my first public engagement. It is one of my first public engagements for EasyJet, but it's not my first public engagement for EasyJet either, so I'm sorry, Mark. I don't know where you got that from. But the thing I would like to say is, well, he's wrong. What I would like to say is I'm going to speak for a very short amount of time so you can get to your dinners, because I think one of the things that is pretty clear is that the hot speaker is Alistair Campbell. I'm saying a few words about business, and if any of you have read any of his books, then you'll know that he nearly won the Bad Sex Award for one of his books. He narrowly missed that, so I think we know who the hot speaker is in more ways than one. Anyway, it is a great honour to be saying a few words at such a prestigious dinner, which I know, as Graham said, is one of the major events in the Northern Ireland business calendar. Just a few words about EasyJet. We've just celebrated our 15th birthday, and Northern Ireland is one of our most established bases. We've been operating out of Northern Ireland for about 12 years. EasyJet is a truly European airline, and I think sometimes even people within EasyJet don't quite realise how big EasyJet has become in Europe. We employ nearly 7,000 staff, and about 200 of them are in Northern Ireland. We have 196 aircraft operating over 500 routes going to 29 countries. We actually carry more passengers than BA and Virgin. So I just thought that's a little commercial so that all of you wouldn't be under any illusion as to the scale and scope of EasyJet today. We offer people low fares to the most convenient airports at great times of the day. So we go to places you want to get to rather than airfields somewhere out of town. And the best thing that we do is we have warm and friendly service. And I think that really distinguishes us, and I think it really is the reason we've been successful to date and why we carry this year about 49 million passengers. We are fully committed to Northern Ireland. In March next year, we will actually carry our 30 millionth passenger through Belfast. And we are, despite, I think, what Francis says, it has been a very tough 2 years. EasyJet has grown through the cycle. It's one of the good things about this business is that it's very resilient, and we grew our passenger numbers through a recession. And I think we surprised quite a lot of people by doing so. We believe that we will grow again in Northern Ireland, and we are, as you know, opening a route to Malta. Alistair looked at me and went, "Why Malta?" Well, it's because we have a new route opening in February next year, and it's a very nice place. Now, on a serious point, one of the areas that we are concerned about is taxation, and Francis has already referred to it, but I'm particularly referring to the air passenger duty, or air tax, which increased again a few weeks ago. I don't know if you know this, but it's a tax that since 2007 has increased by 140%. Now, this actually does nothing for consumers other than suppress demand, and it does nothing to incentivize airlines to actually behave in a greener way. So the UK government has actually made it clear that they believe in a per-plane tax, but so far this has not reached any legislative stage. And because you are such influential people in this room, I'd urge you to do something about that if you can influence that in any way, because actually more than 4 out of 5 Northern Irish passengers would be better off with a per-plane tax, which would be good news for the economy here, and also, of course, good news for the rest of the economy in the UK. Now, the other thing we're asked about all the time is what we think about the runway extension, and I wondered whether I should mention it, but I thought that if we didn't, it would seem a bit odd if we didn't. And we've made it very clear that EasyJet can operate out of Northern Ireland without any need for an extension. We agree that there should be consultation on this issue and believe that before taxpayers' money, hard-won taxpayers' money is spent, there should be a public inquiry, and so we support the process that the government has announced already. One of the best things I think about EasyJet really is this ability to continue to grow. And we believe we can grow organically across Europe. One of the ways we want to do that, and I hope it's relevant to everyone in this room, is that we want to increase our share of the business traveller market. And it may surprise you to know that already 18% of people who fly with EasyJet are actually flying for business. We've just launched a flexible fare, so I'd urge you all to talk to your travel agents about it. It means that you can change your flight within a 4-week period, and it's kind of very much targeted at the needs of business travellers. And just to conclude, really, we want our business relationships in Northern Ireland to be open and accessible. As you develop and grow your businesses, please tell us if there are any routes that you think we should be developing out of Belfast. We really will be open to your ideas. Working closely with the business community is critical to all of us at EasyJet. In this challenging economic environment, tourism and inward business investment are vital elements of the economy. We are very new members of the Belfast Chamber, and as new members, we look forward to working with the Chamber of Commerce, its members, and the wider business community to bring more visitors to Belfast and Northern Ireland. Thanks very much for listening.